Hello. So I know the thought of doing a performance music class through Zoom is not ideal. Trust me, I'm right there with you. But I have picked up a few things that might help the process, things that I've learned that have helped me. So I thought maybe I'd share. So first of all, I've got my practice Zoom meeting here. I set it up to be recurring and weekly so that I only have one link that the kids have to use. That way it's not getting lost amongst all the other links that they're going to have for all these other teachers. I set it up for our schedule based on our schedule that we're going to have right now, which is virtual. And then at the bottom, I made it mute participants upon entry so that in case something happens and they get bumped off and they come back in, there's no ambient noise. They're just automatically muted. They can always unmute themselves when it's quiet around them. The other thing that's really cool for band is you have these breakout room pre-assigns. And this can be for anything. You could do it for band, choir, orchestra, any group that has sections. If you don't see it on yours, you have to go up to settings and then you go all the way towards the bottom and you click this little thing that gives you the option of having pre-assigned breakout rooms. So I'm going to go in here and edit just to show you what you can do. You can either manually input them here, or you can click import from CSV file, which is kind of like an Excel file. You click to download the template, and then this is the template that you'll get. So here it's got all the rooms here, room 1, room 2, room 2, room 3, room 3. That means there's 2 kids in each room. Then once you decide you want to fill it out how it is, instead of having room 1, 2, and 3, I decided to name it by instrument in case I did sectionals. Then you just load that template. It looks like this. You literally just drag that file right in here, and then you're good to go. Once you feel good about this, you send it out and you click save, and then you can start your meeting. So now what I'm going to do is, once this is done saving, I'm going to start my meeting. And here's a couple of tips and tricks for in your meeting to make it easier. So if you have a second staff member that's working with you in these Zoom meetings, you can actually set them as a co-host. Now I have to wait for him to kind of get on for a sec. Okay, so now I have my co-host here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set him to be a co-host. So you could actually make him the host, or you can make them a co-host. If you make them the host, they are in charge of all the breakout rooms. If you make them a co-host, they don't really have a lot of say in the breakout rooms. So if they are wanting to break out separate groups on their own while you teach the main group, you make them the host, and it makes it a lot easier. You can also make student leaders in your class co-hosts, and then that way, as kids come on, if they come on late, those co-hosts can actually let the kids in from the waiting room while you're teaching, so that you don't have to stop teaching, let people in, and then start teaching again. Screen sharing is another great way. It can be really cumbersome if you don't have it set up in advance, but here's some cool screen sharing options. You have this iPhone, iPad via cable. I have actually my iPad right here hooked up. So I'm going to go ahead and share my computer sound from there and click share. And then suddenly I'm going to be able to see, there we go. I'm going to be able to see, there it is, my iPad. So I'm going to pull up tonal energy. And what you can do on tonal energy here is you can actually set it to play. And then you can have kids play along with it. You can also do the tonal energy analysis, which kids like. You've got a tuner on here, a metronome on here. You can do anything and the kids can see it, and they can actually hear it and play along on mute with it. You can do that with pretty much any device. You can do that through any app on any of these devices. And then the other thing that really helps Zoom classes is just getting kids up and moving, get them out of their chairs, do scavenger hunts, games, have them, practice marching while they're playing or moving around the room while they're playing. But those are just the few things that I've learned as we went. I hope this has been helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great day.